Welcome to Excel for Economics. Here we're going to be looking at the lookup function. So the lookup function, what it will do is it'll look up a value in an array that you give it, in a column vector that you give it, and then it'll return the corresponding column. So we type lookup. We want to look for 11. Where do we want to look? We would like to look for it in this first column. And what do we want to return? Our result vector we want to look up is this one. And this will give us our value of our dates. And we could fill this all the way down. Now, if we use our absolute positions, this way we stay in keep the arrays the same. It will just change the what it's looking up, and we can see that we can look up different values. Likewise, if we wanted to look up a different column, we could change our search column to say a close, and we could change our lookup output column to high. And likewise, because we've made these absolute positions, we can then just drag them down. Now, these don't come in as proper numbers, so we'd have to change the format to being general. And that would give us the values that we're looking for. So 11, close, that's correct. And then the high, that's correct. If we're looking in row vectors, then we just have to give it a row where to look for things and where to output things. So here we're going to say look up the value 3, which row? This row. And where's our resulting column? Resulting row that we want to look it up. Well, we want we could take that one. Okay. And this would allow us to look up numerous different things. We could look up row 22. So here we are looking up 3. These are values. As we can see that we're looking these things up in rows, and we could change this to row 22 if we wanted to. We could change this to row 20, row waffle. And note again that this one, we're trying to look up the date, so we should be trying to look up 2. This should be looking up a date 2, and this should be looking up the date in the second column. So it'll return the column that we're interested in. We can also input these things as arrays, where what it'll give us, it will search the first column or row and give us the value entry in the last column or row. So if we do a lookup for this value, we want to stay in the ith column, and we gave it the array, this array, and we force that to stay in absolute position by $signing it, we would obtain the dates for all of these ones. So waffle date is the 16th of March, 2016 March 1st. If we went with a larger column, like let's say we went with a close, then we would need to expand so that it looks in the first column and gives us the last column. And that would have to be a number. And we would have to change this to 4 if we wanted the high, and so on. So it's giving us in this array, this red array, looking here and giving us the last values. This also works for columns, for rows. Look up the value index. And where we're looking this up, we're going to look it up in a very small array, and it'll give us the last value. So it's looking up the index, and it's giving us the last value. Okay. Yeah, so that's the lookup command. It's very old. Most people use the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP now, which will be covered in subsequent videos.